Hey, it's Chris Brogan. A lot of people have asked, so I've got my Google Plus account. Now I don't really know what to do. What should I do? When you first get it, you don't have a lot of people followed, so you need to sort of look around and see who's out there and who you can connect with. One way you can start doing that is you can look and see if anyone started following around you or near you or something. You click the incoming button. When you click incoming, you start to see some people's posts. The other thing you can do is look at suggestions. The other thing you can do is you can do find people. So maybe you know somebody that you think is probably an interesting person to follow. Let's say it's Seth Godin. Seth hasn't posted anything, but there's some people in his circle, so you might say, wow, he's got this guy Corey from Squidoo and Megan from Squidoo. Maybe they're worth following. Then you look at the kinds of people who have Seth in the circles. Wow, look at all these. What are circles? Circles are how we organize people. So we can view the people in Seth's group. And as we click that, it'll bring up all the different kinds of people that are connected to Seth Godin. And then we could find and follow people in his group. So say, for example, Tim Moore, who I already am following, I could add him to one of my groups. And that's how you do it. Let's click over to profile really quick. Profile is where your stuff comes up. So that's the stuff you're sharing and posting. So that just gives you a sense of what you've been posting and lets you know maybe if you've been posting a lot or too little or something like that. Over here on streams or home is where you share stuff. This is when you decide to post certain things. So you can look around, you can see what other people are saying. You could say, oh, that's kind of clever, even though I'm not a big fan of animated GIFs. So I can +1 it, which means, hey, I like that. Or I can share it out to other people. Or I can comment on it or whatever. Streaming is where you share things. So you could say, doing a screencast about Google Plus to share with the folks at my website. And I could add a photo, I could add video, and I can add a link. I'm going to add a link to, where else? chrisbrogan.com. I hit add. And I look at this, I say, hey, that's perfect. And I say share. Now look right here. I can pick which circle or which people I'm going to share my post with. I could do it with different people on my lists. I could do it with the different circles, all of them at once, which is all those people above. I could do it with extended circles, which is the people that right there. And I could do it with some sort of collection of the bunch. So there's an opportunity to do it with any of these kinds of people. And if I do public, it just sort of means with everybody. If I do extended circles, that means the friends of my friends. Once I hit share, it's up. So doing a screencast about Google+. The other places you can click on is you can click on photos to see photos from the different people in your circles, and I can see funny stuff. So Scott Stratton and his kid on probably Space Mountain. I don't know what roller coaster that is. My friend Laurent Lassalle, etc., etc. I can click on circles and start organizing people into different groups. And this helps me look and see who's around and figure out who's following me. It looks like, I guess, just under 8,000 people. So these are the things you do. So where do you spend most of your time in Google+, just so you know? Kind of in a stream. So I can click into my attention getter stream, and I can say, oh, this is what Chris Pirillo just shared. I can look and see what Guy Kawasaki's just asked, the question, who should be reading the book Enchantment, etc., etc. And I can engage. I can add some kind of a comment or something like that. So this is what we do, and you can see it comes up in real time. It changes while we're looking at it. These are what people are doing inside Google+. Hope that's interesting. I'm Chris Brogan from chrisbrogan.com.